Welcome to Army Men Strike 2018 with your host, the man last seen with his privates mired in the bush, SAS Scruffy.
Hello everyone, I'm SAS Scruffy, and I'd like to welcome you all to the SAS Reunion 2018 Army Men Strike in association with Jay and Kodiak Strike Harder Productions and me. That's right. The one, the only, the mischievous SAS Scruffy, the SAS Shock Jock, if you will. And be quite honest, guys, I can't wait to see you guys out there. Yep, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. I am unveiling and proofreading the rules today for the first time. I'm going to take a look and scroll down all of the rules for the game, release them, make the small little minor edits to the PDF files so I don't confuse anybody, and then we're going to send it out. So, how is everybody doing? Has anybody ever played at APOC? If you haven't, this is going to be a treat. I'm trying to make games here that are going to focus basically pretty much on all of the different areas of APOC. I want to focus on the different types of terrain that they have there. They have a lot of different mega structures, some woods, some pretty heavy like swamp and that kind of thing. So we're just kind of take care of that as we play through on the different days, and we're gonna try and get a little bit of everything in there for you guys. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into the rules and we're going to take off here, all right? So with the first things first, we have the Army Men Strike cover page. We have both the colors logos. You have the terrible tan and the mean green, brought up by our two generals, whom I should have had this written down, but I just didn't at the time. So I know they're going to have a blast with this anyway. And it's really kind of written to be impartial, so I'm not going to get involved with that kind of thing. Anyway, into the next page, we have our Army Men Strike base outline. And there's the first edit I need. Our operations for 7-7 and 7-8. Saturday 7-7. The pregame and opening ceremony will be at 10 o'clock, followed by our kickoff of the 2 rounds of domination at 11 to 1300, and then again at 1430 to 1630. Throughout the day, we're going to have a few other things going on. I'm going to have a squad battle in the afternoon, in which the generals are going to have to amass 6 players and send them off to a little area, and we're going to do a race to 3 style speedball in the woods, basically. And earlier in the day, we're going to have ourselves a sniper challenge, amongst a few other things, crazy classes such as medics and combat engineers, setting booby traps up and spycraft and things of that nature. So we'll get into that in a little bit. I just kind of wanted to graze over it. So our game times are from 1100 to 1300, from 1430 to 1630. And then we're going to have our daily review at 17:30. I'm going to take a half hour, compile all the scores, and then I'm going to announce where everybody's standing for the day. On Sunday, the pregame and orientation, we are going to roll at 9:30, a half hour earlier. Please be prompt because we got a lot to do. We're going to play 2 rounds of rush. Each side's going to get a chance to attack and defend with the armored vehicle and all all that fun stuff. Our lunch on Sunday is going to be at 1200 on the head. It's going to be only an hour on Sunday because, again, we have to get onto the world famous Seek and Destroy. That's right, the Jay and Kodiak Strike Harder Seek and Destroy, the one that everybody raves about at APOC. They have a wonderful setup. We're going to do this. It's going to be sweet. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So we're going to take a look at the basics and get them out the way. First things first, all field safety rules must be observed. Their laws, not mine. I include under this the rocket launchers, what considers a hit unless otherwise noted in this, and kind of the area effect and what it takes to destroy the buildings. I'm not limiting rocket launchers in any way. This is a free rocket game. Your player ID badge is mandatory. You may use tape and ribbon at your own discretion. As much or as little as you want, guys. I don't really mind. Just keep this in mind. Purposely wearing the OP4 tape is frowned on, and circumstances may dictate a warning punch. Please don't put the enemy tape on just to confuse people. I don't like that very much. So, just, you've been warned. That's your first warning. Please don't do it. Generals will have gold tape above their team colors on both arms. That seems pretty easy. Hey, guys. Yep. Gold tape, somebody important. Little thing about paint. There's no such thing as friendly fire in any one of my games. It's a hit. A player's out. No whining. Gun hits count. Deal with it. Just saying. Those two things keep in mind. Just saying. Ref's word is final. All calls are made in the heat of the moment and as they see it. That means the ref is going to make their call as they see fit, and they're pretty much that. By the time it gets to me, if you guys really want to contest it and you want to push it all the way to me, some real on the level, by the time it gets to me, it's really probably already too late. It's already not going to matter that much. It's already, the importance of it is going to be well diminished. And I'm more than likely just going to back my ref up. So, just saying. So you're aware. All extra rolls are optional. They're fun, risky. Please use your bad judgment when you're going into these. Know that you're going to be putting yourself out there and you're going to have to do some stuff. So, just enjoy it, play the part, live it up. Live it up. This is all about it. The stuff I'm trying to pull off, I think we can pull off because we're all brothers and have a respect for the rules of paintball and the scenario goals. All right? Moving on, we have our Special Forces rules. The first set of rules, these will apply to Saturday. The spawn rates and how they work. Most of the stuff will stay the same for Sunday, except sometimes on the spawn rates and how they'll be used will change a little bit. All generals will have all of the special forces active at the start of the game. So please be organized and be ready ahead of time. Don't run late. Please don't run late. If you run late and your general can't get all the special forces on the field at game start, you're only shooting your team in the foot. All right? Just letting you know. Anyway, moving on. We have the medic class. That's going to be a little bit far. We have the medic class. That's going to be a 5-minute cooldown. So that means, like, if you have 3 available to you, he can spawn one. You'll have to wait 5 minutes. Spawn another one. Wait 5 minutes. Spawn the third one. Kind of a thing. All right. Now do you start to see why it's important to have all of your stuff on the field when you're moving at the beginning? All right. They will have a white armband above the team colors on their left arm. They cannot heal headshots, multiple shots to the torso, or themselves. I'll just leave that at that. They must go to wounded players and heal them by writing down their player ID number and removing the paint. A general may only have 3 mags active on the field at any given time. Hit the combat engineer. Combat engineers, they will have a 15-minute cooldown. They will have a blue armband above the team colors. They will be given a satchel with tools for arming flags or disarming flags. Only combat engineers can arm or disarm a flag or a booby trap or anything of that nature. I'm going to go back and refine this one a little bit after I get the props built, so that way I can explain it out a little bit more for those of you that will need to do it. They must survive the process of laying the booby trap, basically, and if they are hit before the completion, the flag will not be considered armed or disarmed. They are only allowed 2 active per team at one time. So even though you might own a flag, it might be booby trapped and you might be stuck defending the enemy's team's flag until you can get your combat engineer in there. Think about that situation for a little bit. Let that sink in. Moving on, this one I had to really think about and kind of really weigh it. I know that some people are going to get mad at me and some people are really going to like me for this. Okay. I'm going to level. I'm trying to balance this out by allowing unlimited rockets. You can make these guys go boom rather quickly, rather easily. These guys are not as tough as you think they are. All right, the Juggernaut, a 30-minute cooldown. They will have a red armband above the team colors. This player will be provided a riot shield. If the player is shot or has enough spatter to form a hit, dime size with shell, on any part of their gear body excluding the shield, they are eliminated. One nerf rocket anywhere except to the head, and they are eliminated. One per team active max. All right. Capiche. Have fun hitting them with the rockets. I know that if the whole headshot thing, I know players are going to be like, well, if he got hit in the head with a rocket, he really should be out. You know what? If a guy can get hit in the head with a rocket and he keeps walking, he deserves to keep playing. Really, and I don't want you guys shooting him in the head. Please don't shoot him in the head with a rocket. I've been hit there. It hurts. It's not cool. It sucks. So just be nice. Fight nice, kids. You know how it is. And the much-awaited Spycraft. Time to move on. I'm going to roll through this, so buckle up and here we go. You will have 3 missions per half. Volunteers will be given an envelope with details of their mission and security clearance levels. After receiving orders, spies must go to their MI building to kit up. If a spy is routed, they have the option to return to their base for no points, and the general can send a new spy, or be held hostage, half the mission points possible, assuming that they can get rescued. If a spy is in a hostage state, the general will be notified and be given 20 minutes to rescue the spy. All right. If the spy cannot be freed from the Op 4 MI, then the mission is a loss and you must surrender the mission intelligence. That little envelope that you got that you might not have been able to share, you got to give it over to the other guys. Note, you may only disarm a hostage by asking them to put their barrel bag on and sit in the MI. You may not physically restrain them. You may not duct tape them, tie them, anything of that nature. You may not take any of their weaponry, all of that. You can just ask them to politely put the barrel bag on and be cool about it. Obviously, if they're going to play the hostage, they're already going to be cool. So show them some respect. All right? Plain and simple. Side note for spies. Some of you guys, when you're thinking about this, you might be asked to do things that make you a little uncomfortable, like carrying electronics on the field or other things of that nature that might be expensive. Use at your judgment. You guys can always pass on a mission. Just please don't say a word about it, what the mission was or whatever. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, you can always give it back and ask the general to find another spy. All right, I'm down with that. You guys good? Moving on to Sunday. All the following rules will apply to the rush format only, and all generals will start with all SF active. The first things first, the medic. It'll be a 10-minute cooldown. They'll have a white armband with team colors above their left arm, same as before, and you'll be able to still have 3 active. Combat engineers, they're a little bit easier. You'll only have a 5-minute cooldown time this time. And instead of arming bombs, they will be either arming or disarming anti-tank mines. All right. Juggernaut. This one changed a little bit. 15-minute cooldown. Red armband above team colors. This player will be provided a riot shield. Everything else is the same. XYZ. 2 per defending team active max. There's a reason for this. The defending team, or the team that is opposing the pushing team in rush, or the team that's coming in with the armored vehicle, will have to basically use those shields to offset the firepower of the armored vehicle. XYZ allows you guys, that kind of thing. And again, it's a free rocket scenario. Attacking team, you can do what you will, do what you gotta. You know how to blow them out. So anyway. And the attacking team, there will be this armored vehicle thing. I'm actually going to shoot another video going over what constitutes what with it, just as soon as it gets a little bit nicer outside and that kind of thing. So there will be some more updates like this coming along. Don't worry about it. I'll keep you guys in the loop, and I'll show you guys a little bit more as I can. All right. Any questions? As always, you can feel free to post them up underneath this video link, or you can send them to me directly on my SAS Scruffy page, or within the Army Men Strike group here. I will try to be prompt and monitor them and get to it. Again, if I see anything that is a blaring, obviously incorrect or wrong, I will try and change that. Oops, wrong one. There we go. I will try to address it right away and change that as soon as possible. If it is just too confusing and you don't know, ask, play. This is fairly meant to be simple on the player end of it, so that way we can socialize and have fun and just kind of enjoy the game. The real work is going to come down to me in the scoring and keeping track of time and, you know, moving things along. Your generals are going to be working their tail off. I really don't plan on giving them that much of a safe area, but on the flip side, they're not really worth points, so they're just out there to really work their tail off. Please check in with them. Please work with them. Please support your generals and work together. May the best side, may the best collection of SAS win, because I know that either way, SAS is going to win this. So, with all that being said, y'all take care. Peace out. I will see you guys in July.